Hey everybody, this is Melina from ScrapbookingwithME.com and Me Crafty Scrapper here on YouTube and Instagram. I wanted to try today a Z-fold layered tag that has a pocket and flip out. So we will see how this works. I have just a 12 by 12 piece of craft cardstock. That is my base color of choice, is craft. And I wanted to, before we get a little deeper into this video, thank my Buy Me a Coffee supporters. I have that link in my description box below, and any donations to that link goes directly to me, and I buy different kinds of supplies and things like that to help make more videos. So that Buy Me a Coffee link below for donations, that strictly goes to my supplies so that I can make more content for you here on YouTube. So I wanted to just thank my supporters that have already went into that link and donated to me. I greatly appreciate it. Love ya, big. Thanks so much. All right, so Z-fold layered tag. So what we're needing to do is get a scoring tool out. So whatever scoring tool that you have that you like, that's what we need to get and use. And I am needing to do, let's see, this is a 12 by 12 sheet of cardstock, and to get a 3-fold I would need to make it 4, 8, 12, right? Yep, that's right. 4, score at 4, and then we're scoring at 8, 4, 8, 12. Okay, I'm gonna just bend slightly, and let's see what else we're gonna do to it. We're going to turn it the opposite way, and we are going to score at 7. So we scored on one side at 4 and 8, and then we are scoring again on the other side at 7. All right, I'm going to put away my scoring tool, and I'm going to get my other bone folder out, the one that works a little bit better than my scoring bone folder. I'm going to fold up on that 7-inch line. Okay, and then I'm going to score or fold over on one of that's the 8-inch score line, and then open that back up, fold back over on the 4. Okay, so that's just, we've got all of our little score lines all folded up and ready. So what we are going to have to do is Z-fold this, and we're going to have to cut out a couple of these, I think. So I'm just doing this on the fly, y'all. Y'all get to go along on this crazy journey with me, because I have not done a prototype for this yet. I'm just seeing what we got. All right, so I am going to need to, we're going to work on this middle fold first. So here's our 12 by 12 paper. I've just Z-folded it. Okay, so we're going to work on this fold right here first. This one, you need to get your scoring tool out again. And just in this section here, we are going to get you in frame really good. Okay, just in that little section right there, we're going to cut off 1.5 inches. So I'm going to just go here and not bear down And then when I get to this crease, I'm going to bear down all the way to the other crease. And then just go back and forth and back and forth, just along that crease. And I'm just scoring it at the 10.5 inch mark, just to get me an 1.5 inches off of that, okay? So I'm going to use my scissors. I'm just going to cut along those lines. I'm going to go ahead and fold that so I can see that line that I'm cutting really good. Cut along that scored line that we just made at the 10.5 inch mark. Okay, so that's what I'm looking for, that lip there from the back, and then it coming down here. And then this one, I need to score it at the 9.5 mark. So I'm coming down here, leaving that back one alone, not pressing down, not pressing down, not pressing down until I get to, it's kind of hard going all the way down. I should turn it over, huh? Till I get to this score line. I'm going to flip it over for you. This is going to be a lot easier. 9.5 there. How much easier was that? Okay, and you're just going over to that line. So what we're doing is we're going to cut that off. So we're going to go down this scored line, and we're going to cut that 9.5 score line off. Okay, so you've got little stair steps now, see? And when you do that, I'm going to cut a little more off of that score line to get it flush there. So you've got that there, and now you are going to clean up your edges. I've got a little bit of a lip there that I'm going to clean off. There, that's good. And I'm going to do a ticket cut there. All right, I've got to put a little something. I've got a little clip somewhere. Here we go. Okay, I'm going to put this little piece over here. Clip it on so it doesn't move on me. Okay, so there's my little ticket shape on the front. And then I'm going to cut off and get this flush there. Okay, and then this one I want to round the corner. So I'm going to open that up, round that corner. All right, and then I'm going to, I've got another corner rounder, but this one is it's got deco and then it's got a stub. I'm putting the stub on that one. All right, so we've got a stub top, then we've got one corner there, and then we've got a tag corner on that one. And then we're going to figure out which pieces need the pocket. And I really think the only one I want to leave the pocket on is this middle one. Yep, I'm going to cut off the bottoms all but the middle. Alright, so I think putting it in my paper trimmer is going to be better than me trying to hand cut it. So I'm just going over to that one, turning it around. I'm going to turn it sideways so you can see what I'm doing here. And I'm going to go up to that line and pull out that first one. So we've got that. And now I'm going to cut off this last one, the back one. Okay, and then very gently come over, use my scissors and get that little bit of piece off there. There we go. So we've got 2 pieces to add to our scrap pile. Actually 3 pieces from the very top that we did. Okay, and then when we fold that up, okay, you are going to be able to see a lot more of what we're doing here whenever we get color put on these. So you're just trimming off little pieces of edge. All right, so this one I want to use put a notch on. So this is going to be a big pocket on the back, and then this one is going to have a pocket on it, but I need to cut off some. So I want this to be shorter than this tag. Okay, so I'm going to make a little mark, and you can make your layers any way you would like, but I'm going to make a little mark here. So when I put it on my paper trimmer, I know exactly where I need to trim off. Okay. So we're going to have a pocket here. We're going to have a pocket here. And then we're going to have a flip out here. Okay. And you're just folding over, using your bone folder, making sure that all of your folds are nice and crisp. Okay, and then figure out what shape you want here. I think I just want to round both edges on this one. Okay. Oh yeah, I like that. So what we are going to do is we're going to cover this in whatever paper we're wanting to use. Clean up our edges here. Cover it in whatever paper. And then, yep, I want to do, I'm just making all of these little cuts and stuff for you on this blank template, so you'll know what we're looking at here. Okay, so we've got this back part here. I need to put down something. Let me see if I've got some black. Yeah, I need to put down this piece of black cardstock so you might can see it a little bit better. Sorry, I should have done that a whole lot sooner. Okay, so you've got this back piece here, and then that's going to be a pocket. and then you open it up. You're gonna have a flip out here that looks like a tag. We're gonna put ribbon or something there. And then you've got another pocket that's gonna go up against that piece. So this is your template. This is what it looks like. And you want this to be away from the other piece. So you're just gonna cut out a little sliver there, see? And make that so it doesn't buck up and bend anything. So that's our little template. And what you would want to do, you could always do it like this. And after you get this first one done, let me do it like that. Once you get this first one done, lay it out, clip it on, and then trace this out. And you could use this just as your template for what we're about to do. But I hope these instructions were very clear for you. I know that I went through it kind of willy-nilly, but it was my first time of ever doing this too. So I was kind of just going along as I could and flying by the seat of my pants, you know. But I hope it was clear as far as your cuts and things like that. So you're looking at a 12 by 12 sheet of cardstock, and you're cutting your cardstock using your scoreboard, and you're cutting your cardstock in like a stair step method like this, and folding that up to make another pocket there. Okay. And then you're Z-folding it, and then we're going to cover this, and we're going to make a pocket here. We're going to glue here and here and make this back pocket, and then we're going to glue here and here on the sides of this and make this pocket. Okay, and then we'll have a fold out here. I really think this is going to be cute. So I'm going to cover all of this, and then I will be back to show you how we're going to glue it all and make all of our little pockets. Before I covered it all, I wanted to show you, I'm just getting a piece of cardstock, and I am lining it up right along with this, and then I am getting a pencil, and I'm just tracing out my lines of how I need to cut this, and then just doing it on both sides. Okay, so I'm just tracing it out like that, and then I will place it on each piece. And you don't have to put any down here where there's going to be a pocket. So you'll just need a piece here, and then something to cover the back. And then you'll need something here and on top of this pocket, and then on both sides of that. Okay, so that's how I'm doing that. And I'm just going to show you here. If I trim this out, there, get it all trimmed out, and then just place it up against your front piece, and then however you need to move it around for it to fit, and then you can always go back and trim off any excess. So I wanted to show you that before I covered everything, so you know exactly how you need to get all of these little zigzaggy pieces covered. All right, so here is mine that I have all covered up where it needs to be covered. That's the back. Okay, and now we are going to put down our pockets. And I'm getting out my 1/8 inch score tape, my little skinny score tape, and I'm going to put it on this flap to make my pocket. I've just got this black cardstock down here because my desk is a natural whitewash, and so this craft and cream colored background kind of washes out when it's up against my desktop. All right, I've got my backs off of that. I'm going to, before I close it up, ink my edges, and I'm just using the Vintage Photo Distress ink from Tim Holtz. And I think I've inked everything else before I put it down. I just didn't have this pocket inked. All right, so there is one pocket there. All right, now we need to close here and here to make this back pocket. Make sure that I've already inked, and I have, but I want to do just a little heavier inking right there and kind of dirty it up a little bit. All right, and then so I'm going to put some 1/8 inch at the bottom here, and then I'm going to put it here and get my backings off. There we go. And then I'm going to fold it over and really burnish that down. There we go. All right, and I'm going to come in here. I see where some of my paper is a little long on my base, so I'm going to trim that off there and there, and then go back in there and ink those edges to cover that up. There we go. All right, so we have a pocket here, and then we open up this flip out, and we have another pocket here. Then we have that flip out, and we need to decorate. I was going to give you final measurements also. Let's see here. So we are looking at 7 inches tall by 4 inches wide. Remember, when we started with our 12 by 12 sheet of cardstock, we scored it at 4 1/8, so that makes sense that we have a 4 inch wide book here, mini album, whatever you want to call it. And then remember, we scored again at 7 inches to fold up to make that middle pocket there. So that makes sense that we have a 7 inch long piece. So if you are going by centimeters, I've had some questions about that when I do my measurements. I do not like to measure, guys, so my centimeter measurements are not going to be any good. I'm just telling you. But we are, let's see, almost at 18 centimeters tall, and we are about 10 2/8 centimeters wide. Let's see, let's make sure that we've got 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. No, so we are 10 2/10 centimeters wide. So if that helps any of my metric friends, you are welcome. If it doesn't, I'm so sorry. I'm not good at measuring anyway, so to be asked to help with that, I know I'm not the best teacher as far as measurements go. So all right, so I've got a little piece of vellum. It's torn on the edges, and I just rounded that top. That's just something to put down in that to show you. And then I've got this book page that I was gonna fold up. This is dictionary page, actually. Put that, let's see, let's get a paper clip. See if I've got a little one. I might just have big. There's a little white one. Let's get a little paper clip. So we've got some book page folded up, and then we have some vellum there. And that really goes along really well with that. Maybe too matchy-matchy, but I like that in there. And then when you fold it over, you can just barely see it peeking out of the top there. I like that. And let's see what else we're going to do. We need to decorate the front. I had some of this left over from my back piece that I did. I thought it was very pretty. It would be nice if I had like a little key die cut of some kind to put on this also, but I don't think I have any. We'll just have to look. All right, I'm going to ink the edges of this little torn piece. It looks like typewriter font washi that I'm going to put. Am I going to put it down first and that over the top of it, or? Yep, I'm going to put that down first and then put a little string of torn washi on top of it. There's that. Turn it just a touch there. And then I'm going to tear my washi and put that down. I don't want it to go off the top, so I'm going to tear it just a little more. There. Okay, is that even straight? Looks pretty good to me. I'm good with it. All right, and then maybe one other little element on the top there. Let's see. Let's tear some book page, some little dictionary. And then maybe one more piece on top of that. Let me get this so that I can ink my edges of that book page. Black and white tickets here, or the newsprint looking tickets. Let's see here. Let's look at what I've got in these. Ooh, that goes along with that. I think it might be a little too bold though. Let's see here. Nope. Let's go to the skinnier one and look. See what we got. I like that one. Let's do that. And ink our edges. a little something, maybe. Oh yeah, I like that. Okay. Just a little piece of ephemera from, I think, one of the E-Club kits. I'm going to do it really close to that piece. And let's go ahead and glue that one down. And then put our ticket down. Okay, so that's our front cover, and let's get some twine. I have some that's got a gold flick in it. And let's do a library knot. In that. Here and there. Have it draped off to the side like that. I like that. Cool. Okay, we open up, we have a pocket. We could do another pocket there, but I don't want it too bulky, so I'm thinking just a decoration there. Off to the side. Those dragonflies are cute. And maybe some torn graph paper and do it in kind of a rectangle. This is actually cardstock, not paper. Oh, that's cute. And we could do it a little tuck. We could just glue on the outer edges of it and make it a little tuck. And dirty up a little bit of it there to the edge. All right, so we're just going to put glue on the back edge and top edges and not the front edge. There, and then just a little dollop of glue on this back edge and in the middle. And leave it loose out here so we can tuck things in there. Those tickets, yep, that I was using the other day would go great in there. Let's cut some of those up. Oh yeah, go really good. Let's do this red one. Well, for some reason, I guess I think that tucks don't use up as much space as pockets do. They use up the exact amount, exact same amount. But anyway, the tuck is cute, so let's round our corners. And ink those corners again. Okay, and then, see, oh yeah, cute little tuck right there. All right, and then we've got that pocket filled. We need to make a large tag. Let's try this little book. This is cute. This is from My Porch Prints. It's a download that I purchased weeks and weeks ago, and I printed it off and just haven't used it. I think I might have to trim off just a little bit of it to get it to fit correctly in that. So I guess this is another type of folio. I just didn't want to put that in the title because I've used the word folio so much in my projects lately. But I really like making these multi-pocket things. Let's see if that's going to have to be trimmed. I know it needs to be folded better. And yeah, let's trim it. I want to just get my, so I don't have to rely on my horrible cutting skills. I'm going to trim off about a 1/4 of an inch. And round those corners. And I will distress ink once I get it fit like I need it. Okay, it's still just a tad tight. So on these guys, I know I'm not giving you a measurement, but I just cut until they fit. I'm not doing precise measurements on these as far as the tuck-ins. You did get precise measurements on the actual base part. Okay, that fits lots better. Let's ink that. We don't want it too loose that it's gonna fall out of our little Z-fold book. All right, ink the edges. There and there. Okay, and then put that down in there. Lovely. All right, so there is our Z-fold, what am I calling it? Z-fold staggered tag book. Z-fold staggered tag book. I like that. I'm gonna dirty up a few places that's a little too clean in my opinion. Dirty it and dirty it there. I like that. Let's dirty a little bit there. Cute. Okay, so we've got our flip out here with our little tuck there. And then we've got a pocket here. And then we have a pocket here. And we could put even more down in here if we wanted. So I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial, and if you make these, please tag me in it, Melina Pylant or me Crafty Scrapper. Use either one of those hashtags. I look for those every once in a while on YouTube and Facebook. So if you make this, tag me in it so that I can see your creations and comment. But thanks so much for stopping by, everybody. Y'all have a blessed day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, everybody.